Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of The New Batch, our Mondays in Exandria game. We're going to go around, we're going to say who we are, who we're playing, and then start playing, because that's how games work. Hi, I'm Lindy, and I'll be playing Glass Cannon, the Warforged War Wizard, who got a lot of war in their name, but they're just so nice, so pleasant, just delightful, and they don't have nightmares at all about their previous lives. I wouldn't worry about it. Someone who doesn't worry about hardly anything would be Shiny Pilot.
Yeah, life's good right now, especially for poor old Sonny. He's learning the ways of adventuring and enjoying being an artificer and his new friend that he created while we go on this fantastic bumping ride with that awesome wagon that we got. Just saying, it's pretty sweet.
And the owner of that awesome wagon is D20 Coup de Grace. How are you?
Yes, that is me. I'll be playing Snaggletooth Blastcap. He's a goblin monk, and he likes to blow things up, and he likes to make a show of it.
Wonderful. Someone who likes shows would be Nuggetosaurus. How are you?
That's very true. I love shows. I'm planning on
Wow.
going to Wicked in March, so that's great. Yeah, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Solely Rupt, the human bard, who I don't remember. I feel like she was exasperated with something last session, but I don't remember. Oh, no, I do remember. She was a little exasperated with Kubler and Glass Cannon for keeping her up all night, for just, nonstop talking about terrifying things when I'm trying to sleep, and it's very rude for the organics.
Speaking of organic, we have producer Trav. How are you?
100% organic, Lindy. I'm good. Well, come along on a fantastic voyage, folks. I'm producer Trav, and I'm playing Kubler-Ross, who is a dead guy with a great attitude. He's a necromancer who would probably do your jail time or at least help you fix the sink or do your laundry. So, just all around a great guy to have around. Kind of like me, producer Trav. Back to you.
Thank you. Someone else who's kind of great that we like to have around would be our Dungeon Master, Deception Check. How are you this evening?
Aw, hi. That's a good way to make sure I don't throw evil things at you tonight. Being nice right at the beginning. Wow, damn, I'm going to scrap the whole first half of the session now. Damn it. Okay, fine. Hi, I'm Deception Check. I'm cleaning my glasses now. I picked a real bad time for that, so I'm actually blind. These blurs right here are all my friends that I like to play games with on Mondays, Tuesdays, and occasional Saturdays when we can actually get together. We're playing Call of the Netherdeep. Critical Role and Wizards of the Coast got together, had a baby, and created this module, of which we're going to play right now. Our guys have been traveling a little bit. They made their names at the Festival of Merit by winning the whole thing, getting the prize, and finding a vestige of divergence, which is pretty much just bling for Snaggletooth now to show everyone that he's a hero. Yeah, just got to show the chain. Found out that it might be an important thing, because when a vestige pops out, that means the world probably needs it, and that means watch out, world. These guys have the vestige. So they sent them on their way to Bazzoxan because no one's really sure what this one is, and they don't know who this Apollyon guy is, Apotheon, whatever his name is. What's that guy? I don't know.
Alan.
Alan Parsons' project. I can't really tell who this guy is, but it's going to be something important, and he wants you to find him, okay? You like the reference? Thank you, Travis. That was for you. So they started traveling south from Jagal. And, over the last 3 sessions, we've only made it really like 4 days. So it's kind of like almost like a real-time travel here for us, week-wise. 1 week equals 1 day for us almost, which is better than our last time traveling a long distance in a game on a Monday night.
That's fair.
Yeah, 6 months for 1 week in game. Great. But they did kill a blue dragon.
We're on day 6 now. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're on day 6. You could see the caravan in the horizon, the dust rising, the smoke, it's there, but you're on the side of the road having just fought an evil demon bird at the corpse of an evil demon thing that's dissolving and evaporating into the nether. and around it are the bodies of 20 or so warriors and horses and broken spears and arrows, and it's just absolute carnage all around. You've just defeated this bird. It is now fallen to the ground and is dissolving, evaporating, just like these evil creature things do. What do you do?
Time to start looting.
Yeah. We're gonna search the bodies.
Is there anything
Demon
worth
and
getting?
human.
Guys?
We have to find out.
Yes, we're investigating the crime scene.
Okay.
We were trying to
Okay.
figure out what exactly happened here.
You guys have a few things. If you want to know what's
Yes.
going on around this, I will need a survival check.
Okay.
Anyone that wants to try and maybe figure out what's going on?
Okay, Sonny's gonna make one.
Oh.
He's trying to understand what the heck they're doing with this dissolving body. Okay, 11 for Sonny.
Okay, 11 for Sunny.
There. Bo-bo-da-bo-bo.
All right, this might be an internal mystery with some of these rolls. Okay, that's 3 really bad rolls. What does Sully have for me?
Oh, Sully wasn't gonna do anything.
Okay.
She's just making sure Macchiato's fine.
Okay. So with these rolls, lots of things died.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like anything survived. There's no tracks going off in any direction. You can't.
Well, I guess the only thing.
even with no, you know what? I'm going to say this. How about this? Because this is you guys are working together, right?
Everything died.
Everything died.
Everything died.
Let's
perfect.
go with the first
We
roll
did.
I
I
saw.
do remember we saw one horse tracks fleeing that made it away
Right.
from the scene. Yes.
With advantage, I'll give Snaggletooth advantage with his survival, which gives us a 19, which is over the DC 14 that was required to find out that yes, there were survivors from this carnage here, from this demon slaying aberration kind of death battle. It's headed off in the direction of the Emerald Loop Caravan, so you may run into the survivors once you get there.
We have to finish them so they have no claims on the loot.
Well,
That's
I guess it's
one
time
way.
to loop then.
That's
Time to
one way to
Yeah, I
look
was
into
gonna
it,
say,
I guess.
We're
Okay.
heroes.
We're the heroes. Yeah.
Sonny's like, sure we are. Totally.
Time to loot the corpses now.
Okay. Anyone that wants to investigate the bodies
Yeah.
of the slain and their mounts, not it. Sully says not it. I need
I'm
an
not going near dead bodies. No
I
way.
need an investigation check. They haven't been
Alright.
dead for very long. It's actually still. Oh, Kubler's like, I want some now.
Yeah, I think Cooper's about it.
Kubler, I did tell you that the bodies have been torn asunder and are ripped and shredded. They're
Yeah.
not really, unfortunately. I know I ruined your happy place last week, but so investigation check. If you'd like to, anyone would like to assist. Okay, Kubler gives me a 15. All right, so
I got a nat 1.
okay. Anyone else trying to find things? Sunny.
Yeah, fine. Okay, investigation.
Okay.
All right, he's got a. I was trying to think if Sonny would or not. He's probably grossed out. 8. He's got an 8.
He's got an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
A lot of you guys
Yeah.
are kind of disturbed by the carnage that you see. This was a mighty battle over a creature that looks like the creature basically. It's a Pyrrhic victory for the one who escaped, but there's a lot. It's hard to tell. Like you've got horse carcasses ripped apart on top of their riders and whatnot. But Kubler, you have a fine nose for the quality of a corpse, and the bits and pieces that you wish you could sew onto yourself as you lose your own. Quite a smorgasbord of or a virtual cornucopia of parts and pieces that you could use. Unfortunately, unless you sewed them all together, you could never really make good use of it. But after about 10 minutes of digging through, hoping to find one body that would actually be worth bringing back, you see something shiny underneath one of the corpses. You find yourself a dagger. It is quite clean. Where most of the weapons that you saw in the blood of this Udak that is dead and dissolving away have etched all these basic weapons. This dagger is unharmed and looks as sharp as the day it was made. It's beautiful. And on the hilt is the name Kerchali Wastewalker.
Okay. Wastewalker.
Wastewalker.
Okay.
If anyone wants to give me you can give me a history check real quick, and I'll let you know if you remember why that Wastewalker name sounds familiar.
13.
Yes, that is correct, Sonny.
It's an unfortunate last name.
You met a Wastewalker. Matter of fact, Irving Wastewalker, one of the party members of the team that you went into the grotto with. Yes, Sully. It seems that he has the same last name as this person.
And can I roughly identify which body this dagger was on?
No. You're basically it looks like it was underneath like a part of a torso and a horse.
Gross.
Yeah, no, this is a Field of Carnage.
Super
That's
gross.
the name of my next album.
Next Carnage.
Yeah.
Awesome Abattoirs Field of Carnage. There you go. That's our next trash metal band.
Well, I sheath the knife. I tuck it in the band of my waistcoat, and exit the field of carnage. And I catch up with Glass Cannon, who rolled a nat 1. Not that I know.
I'm like looking under a rock.
Hey there.
Hello.
War, right? What is it good for? You know?
There are many practical applications of war.
Actually, I think that's really true. I mean, how else could we harvest the dead in such great numbers? Unfortunately, these are really, I mean, we're talking about bits and pieces here. I don't know that I have the elbow grease nor the needle and thread enough to make to fashion, a champion from all of this fresh dead, which I just look around. Some people see a field of tragedy and mutilation, and I just see, a treasure of possibility, a field of green grass, frankly.
It shall fertilize the local area. That is correct. The grass shall be greener on this side of the road once the decomposition has occurred.
Oh, at the very
Until
least.
then, it is a reminder of life's fragility. For those with, well, meat-based organisms.
You have such a unique perspective on the fleeting nature of life, and I find that so refreshing, and I've enjoyed talking to you so much. I found a thing here. It's got a last name on it of Wastewalker, right? Which is kind of what we're doing right now, right? Doing a little waste walking out here. And so it rings a bell. There was a guy at the thing, right? I'm not making this up. With the thing?
No.
The water?
You are correct. Yes.
See, I knew it. I've had a few hits on the head, but my methods are sound, and I don't forget a last name.
Your skull does appear to be intact.
Walker. Yeah. That my skull. Yeah, my eyes fell out.
Yes.
Gone. But like I said, green grass. So, Wastewalker found his knife. Can I identify it? I think I might identify it real quick. Thinking about identifying something, I think about
all right.
And last time I found something nice that just let me skip a few steps and just raise the dead, which was so great, right? And so hopefully, and then I got this sweet coat. Makes me look like a jolly old elf. And so yeah, I don't think there's anything under that rock, by the way. Most of the killing was done over here, it would seem. Mostly where the body parts are. I would hug you, but I got something purple.
I am not adverse to physical affection.
I mean, I'm just sticky. I'm sticky with the ichor of the recent dead, you know? I don't know if that's some people, you know, some beings, right? Frown on, you know, but whatever. Come here. Come here. We're bringing it in. Bringing it in for the real thing. Here it is. Oh, that is nice. See? See? It doesn't have to be all conflict, you know? We're not all built to hurt one another, right?
Explosion.
Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna check out this knife here. I'm gonna have a rest here in the old chariot here. Here, hold this. I'll like step up in. Can I step back up into the chariot and kind of go chill out in the
Your rickshaw?
rickshaw? It's not a chariot. He thinks
It's a rickshaw.
If it
Pulled by a
was-
dead guy.
Yeah.
And is attached to the back of the Carmichael 5000.
Yep.
Can I identify the knife?
Give me an Arcana check.
Woo!
Yeah. You would say that this is a very finely made dagger. So fine that if you were to cut something or attack something with it, you probably have if I gave it a number, a +1 advantage over a normal roll.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's very well made. I mean, magically sharp and whatnot, if you would. So it counts as a you know, you don't make just normal weapons don't get this sharp or this well made. So
It's my lucky day.
it seems that way. And as you think about that and ruminate on how lucky you have been standing there as a corpse on the side of a road by a dead demon and the carnage of 20 horse-bound warriors, what's Sully, Snaggle, and Sunny doing?
Sunny or God damn it, I'm not Sunny.
Yes.
Sully would have essentially as soon as we killed the demon and she saw that glass cannon everybody was not dead, she would have taken Macchiato back to the Carmichael and kept an eye out for any other threats that might be approaching.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it?
Mhm.
Okay. Macchiato is quite happy for the attention. The other
Give him a
two
sugar cube.
draft horses are jealous, staring at you as you take care of your horse because Snaggle just, doesn't really care for him that well.
Damn it. I'll give so I don't have a lot of sugar cubes, but I'll give Macchiato a sugar cube and then I will give each of the draft horses a sugar cube.
Nitro
as
and
well.
glycerin.
Nitro and glycerin.
Nitro and glycerin. I will give them each a
What
sugar
an explosive
cube as well.
pair.
Yeah. And I'll give them some pets and attention begrudgingly because these are not my creatures and
course.
I should not be taking care of them.
Of course. It looks like they haven't been brushed at all since the trip
Oh,
started.
damn it. Okay, so I start brushing them. I get out my supplies for Macchiato and I start taking care of these fucking animals.
I'm really
just-
not trying to get you to do it. I'm just
I
describing
know,
what-
but Sully feels bad.
I just want to make it clear. Now he hasn't done anything with the horses, but the Carmichael is pristine
It's
looking.
except for where the spots where the
yeah,
rock
acid kind
bled.
of yeah.
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 So that's part of what Sonny's doing though, is he's prestidigitating the cart clean because of the damage. So we got to fix this and keep it nice. So Sonny's doing prestidigitation and he's repairing what he can when he can.
Do you have
Oh.
mending?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well then all the damage can be repaired.
Yes,
Yay.
It just takes time.
I cast mending at least
So
once.
Snaggle has his own pit crew now.
Yes. Well, I mean, you need one to,
Have a car.
have a Carmichael of this, magnitude.
Caliber.
Am I correct in assuming that in Snaggletooth's mind, the entire rest of the party is basically his support team for the Carmichael
Yes,
5000?
Of course.
That's
well,
what I thought.
I mean, yeah.
And
Okay.
before Sully goes back to the Carmichael and takes care of the horses, I want to
Mhm.
pull out Borangor and
Feeds
I just want
Snaggletooth
Oh,
to him?
yeah. No, there's a
I
bunch
mean,
of parts.
yes. But no, yeah, I just want to let him loose to choose what he wants to eat. Let him,
Gravitate to
have
the
a-
corpse of his
have a-
choice.
Yeah, have a feast that he would like, and then
Wow.
pick him back up.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
so you're going to release this book-shaped mimic to run wild in the fields of dead.
I'm
It'll be
keeping an
fine.
eye on him. I'm
Be
not gonna
fine.
leave him.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him eat for a little bit, and then I'm gonna corral him back and
I'm
go
gonna
take care of the
roll.
horses.
I'm gonna roll
Just
something.
looks like this.
Don't let me leave
Nom
him.
nom
in
nom
bed.
nom nom. nom,
Oh
nom.
no, you're not losing, Borongor.
Well, a mimic would be easy to lose. It can
Yeah.
be anything.
Well, this
but,
mimic is a semi tame mimic to a point. I mean, Sully has been putting in the time.
Yeah, he was living in the Java Nice Day Cafe. Sully's been feeding him for 6+ months, and now he just kind of comes with me.
Now, when you describe Borongor, like what size of book is Borongor really?
He is okay. So you know how like graphic novels,
Mm-hmm.
they're not big, but the omnibus graphic novels are a little bit thicker.
Okay.
That's what he is. He's an omnibus of the Borongor graphic novel.
Okay. Not anymore.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
After a
It's like an
bit of
encyclopedia.
yeah, we're talking like one of those family heirloom Bible size books now.
Nice. Just big chunky thing.
Just big chunky mimic book that is just happy. It's literally purring when you pick him up because he
Nice.
like can't eat anymore. It's just lying there, spine open, just like
Bookmark
happy as-
tongue. Full
Exactly.
Yeah.
happiest little book you've ever seen, but big now. A nice big book. You might need a leash for Borongor going forward.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Just I rolled, he grew. It's it's something can happen. You just gave him all you can eat buffet. It's been he's only been
Exactly.
eating like small rodents and whatnot inside the bookstore and what you fed him. So Borongor has gotta gorged himself.
Awesome.
So
That's it.
all right.
That's all I do.
okay, perfect. And Sonny is doing repair work on the Carmichael 5000, which again is the most gaudy and audacious but wonderful expensive cart ever produced. It's not a carriage.
Yeah,
It's not
imagine if we had rolled up to that caravan with like unbrushed horses, but a pristine
Mhm.
Carmichael. Now the horses look like they match a little bit more.
Yeah. It's quite a sight with the garish colors, the silk covering, and the velour and interior. So it is back to pristine. So you've gathered what you can. You found you found what you can here. You've decided as best you can what has happened.
Yep, time to go to the caravan, I guess.
Time to go to the Emerald Loop.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I want one more thing.
Yes,
I need to
Neville.
gather whatever brightly colored cloth I can gather, because I'm making myself something.
Brightly okay. Everything in this field of slaughter is
Yes.
basically a muddy shade of blood.
Well, I mean, with a little prestidigitation, blah blah.
Okay, do you have prestidigitation, or are you going to be requesting that
No,
Sonny?
I'll just get Sonny to clean it up.
Really? You want this cleaned? Are you
Yes,
sure?
I need it clean.
Okay, if I clean this though, it's going to take time out of cleaning the wagon.
All right. The wagon will move while you clean it.
You're not wrong. For
Yes.
now, until we go over a really deep mud puddle, and then the wagon's going to get dirty while we move.
Well, then you clean it again.
Sonny contemplates murder.
This is what breaks Sonny.
Yeah,
Michael 5000.
Sonny will do the prestidigitation
All right.
and mending for him.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you wander through. It's like scraps. There are some cotton cloths. Used to be garments, different colors, blues, greens, grays. Nothing beyond that. They are rent. They are torn. But I guess there's. I don't know what Snaggletooth wants to do with it. So let's
Okay.
say you find probably grand total, 3 yards worth of material from these 20,
More than
20
enough.
bodies and horses.
More than enough.
Okay.
All right. I'm working on
I
it.
didn't think we were gonna pick these poor corpses for everything they were worth.
They'll
That's
just decompose faster now. It's fine.
whew. Okay. So this is where this party's going. I can see what I need to plan for times ahead. Great. Okay, so you start heading to the south again, back on the road. As you travel the next hour or so, the brush of the wastes begins to get taller. The trees begin to get a little green. Grass begins to stick more hardly to the ground, and the trees grow larger and larger until you find yourself in a forest. The pathway that you're riding now opens into a large clearing, nearly 100 feet across. You hear music, you hear laughter, you smell the savory aromas of fresh cooked food and wood smoke drifting through the air. On the west side of the clearing stands a full-grown horizon-backed tortoise. On its back is the homestead of a family of goblins who are making repairs to the structure. On the other side of the clearing, 7 covered wagons encircle a bonfire, and a rope fence has been set up north of this encampment to contain the wagon's oxen. And I believe I have a map for you guys to take a look at.
Why didn't we think about giant turtle? Damn.
You wanted a Carmichael.
Well, we could go giant turtle full of Carmichael.
There you go.
All right. That is the Emerald Loop Caravan. People turn as they see you coming. As the sight of the Carmichael 5000 comes into view, and everyone is looking in your direction as you enter the clearing.
Assuming
Snaggletooth's just gonna wait.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if it's an open Carmichael here, Sunny will wave too.
No one really waves back. They're all just kind of staring.
Yeah, tough crowd.
Like behind the Carmichael in the rickshaw attached to it. And I'm
Yes.
like, Daryl, what are they doing? What are they doing, Daryl? Peek your head around there and are they waving? Are they happy to see us? Speak to me, Daryl. This is the problem.
Daryl shrugs.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure they have it well at hand. I continue writing.
Okay.
I guess pull the Carmichael right up to the
You got the shocks going.
Why? Oh yeah, the
hydraulics.
hydraulics,
Yeah,
definitely.
the hydraulics, yeah.
We'll just head over here, I guess.
Sunny will ask Grinder to start grinding some coffee. Or, well, he actually already has it ground, but start brewing some coffee.
Okay.
Everybody likes coffee.
Snaggle, as you drive or move the cart past the horizon-back turtle, you see a little 5-year-old goblin child waving at you, like big, 5-year-old waves, while the rest of his family's hard at work on the building on the back of the turtle.
Whoa! Stop the cart.
Okay.
Hop out.
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Hi.
What's your name, kid?
Gothby.
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 Yeah, I'm
Hi.
Snaggletooth Blastcap. Nice to meet you. I'm a hero now.
Oh, you're a hero?
Yeah. See, I got this.
That's so cool. Oh,
Yeah.
can I have one? Can I have it?
No. Oh, this is hero things.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you
maybe
do
one
to get?
day you'll be a hero. Found it.
I don't know if I'll be a hero, but if I get one of those, I want one. I want to be a hero.
Well, yeah, you get out there and you find one, and then you get to be a hero. That's how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you're talking
So start looking.
Gothby, you see a little goblin, a little smaller than Gothby, in like a little yellow flowery dress, dragging a bunny rabbit as big as she is, comes up and kind of stands behind her brother and stares at you.
Hi.
She ducks behind her brother.
Hello.
And what's your name?
She doesn't like talking to people that much, but her name is Chespa.
Jasper. Nice to meet both of you. Is there any place where we could get something to eat around here?
Well, I mean, you could probably come eat with us. Maybe. I don't know about your big folk, but you could.
All right. I just leave them behind.
Okay.
Let's go then.
Snaggle.
Okay.
Oh!
Snaggle.
Wait, what's? Hey, I'm gonna go eat with these goblins.
You what?
All right.
Yeah. What? Oh,
Okay.
fine. I'll see if you can come.
No, it's fine. We don't need food. We have rations
Rations.
and coffee.
You should
Oh,
park
Like
the
coffee.
Carmichael 5000 somewhere before you go to dinner.
Is right here not parked well enough? Yes.
I do not know.
Look, if they want me to move it, I'll move it.
All right.
Park?
We put the hazard flashers on. It's like two little fireflies just blinking and
Yeah. What do you mean two? This is a Carmichael. There's like 1,000 fireflies in there.
Oh, good God.
All right. So you head off with the two children.
Turn
What's
on the
everybody
high
else going to do?
beams.
I'm observing caravan etiquette and caravan culture, as this is new to Glass Cannon.
Okay. There's a lot to see.
Yes,
So, I
I can
mean,
imagine.
Especially the fully armed the fully armed and operational horizon-back turtle.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, to give you an idea, the center column of the structure on the back of the turtle is 30 feet tall, off the back of the turtle itself. And it's a full-grown horizon-back turtle, so we're talking like 60, 70 feet in the air. There's
cool.
like an archery tower on one side. There's like little buildings all connected off of it. And they're all looped in through, ladders and rope, like little rope bridges and whatnot. So it looks like this family of goblins actually lives on the back of this turtle.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
We need a combat turtle.
if you save your gold, maybe you can help.
I think Cooler finally makes his way out from behind the Carmichael 3000. Is like, Daryl, would you clasp the book, please? Would you put the clasp on the book, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Great heavens, that's a giant turtle. Oh my God. Oh, nobody warned me. Look at that. Look at its majesty. Look at its prow. My God. It's gorgeous. Now I want you guys to think about, right? Here it is. Just think about the same turtle if it were dead. Okay? Just bear with me. It wouldn't have to eat. It wouldn't have to sleep. It would not defecate or have a bowel movement or create any waste materials. Its economy and usefulness transcends its life cycle. A lot of people don't think about it this way, but I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing that the utility of this animal could go for thousands of years potentially with the right approach. It's marvelous. Marvelous. Life is so rich. Oh. And I think he has a double rainbow experience and just sits down in the grass and is just astonished at its majesty. Gobsmacked.
Okay. All right. What about what's Glass Cannon and Sully and Sunny doing now? As you see Snaggle climbing up onto the back of the turtle.
Sonny was joining Glass and Sully with a cup of coffee, and he'd kind of look at them and sip the coffee and go, "Are we staying here for the night?"
Yeah, I think it's too late to travel on, so it's
No.
probably the best bet.
Okay. You think Snaggle's gonna stay with them the night or come with us?
I don't really care, so...
Okay. I'll get the wagon ready at least, and coffee's on if y'all want any.
Yeah, do you want to help me detach nitro and glycerin, and, we can give them a break and...
Yeah, that'd probably be good. You're right.
Yeah. Sully will then help Sunny with detaching nitro and glycerin, and then these are like stumps over here.
Where?
Over here, next to me.
Yes, that's
Okay.
part of the cleared area.
Okay. Then we'll. I assume we have like.
Well, that
Feathering
section where
stuff,
you walked over to, that's an ox corral. There are like 7 oxen that look like they were used to pull the wagons that are in the center part. It looks like it's a communal sort of thing. So if you wanted to put the horses inside the
some
corral
ox
there,
friends.
they would
Okay.
be fine. The ox look tame. They won't mess with the horses, and the horses could, wander without being bridled or
Perfect.
hobbled.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
so then-
let's do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take off all their equipment and gear and stuff, set it off to the side, and then let them in that corral so they can stretch their legs without equipment on.
Okay, to the right of the camp, as the corral, as you're putting in, you see that there is a bunch of tents pitched in that area, and you do recognize a very large orc or
Is it
ogre. I'm
Maggie?
sorry.
Over, Maggie.
You see Maggie Keen Eyes sitting there talking, and you when you notice her and you look down, you see it's the rest of that group.
Oh.
They seem to have maybe left ahead of you or traveled faster, and they're all camped out over there. They haven't seen you yet.
I think Sully registers this, and she turns to Sunny and Glass Cannon, and she's like, "Is it really too late for us to leave?"
I mean, no. I
As the
guess.
sun begins to set
Maybe
over the hills to the,
Yeah.
to the west.
Yes,
We could travel
though,
through the night. But the horses do require a break.
It'd probably be
Yeah.
safer to stay, right?
Just got here.
Yeah, I guess.
It'd be fine.
Alright. All right, I get, but I'm not initiating contact with them. If you guys want to talk to them, go for it.
Okay. I got extra coffee brewed. Maybe they want, like, a nightcap. Come on, Grinder. Let's go.
Sleep well, have caffeine. Perfect,
Yep.
we'll sabotage them.
You coming, Glass Cannon?
Yes.
I will
Alright.
reluctantly trail behind.
Okay, so you're going over to the rival camp,
Yeah.
or are
Where's
you
that?
going to the bonfire where the other people are? In the
The
circle of carriages.
So I
I
think-
think it was the circle we wanted, yeah?
Well, no, the
We were-
rival.
she
camp,
was talking
'cause
about
we
the rivals,
recognize
which
that.
are-
Okay.
Rivals are
Yeah.
in the tents
Okay, well,
to
we'll
the
go to
right of the
rivals
oxen
first, then.
camp, but there's a
Yeah.
group of people in the center of the
Rivals?
Yeah, we'll go to them because we recognize them first.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, before we get to you guys, as Maggie kind of turns her head and sees you and kind of waves her big ogre wave,
Hello.
we'll go back to Snaggle. Snaggle, you're led up to a platform on the front of what looks to be a larger room to the front of the tortoise. I'll make sure I'm giving you the right spot there. Yeah, that's the command post. And there's a few other goblins there. There is a middle-aged goblin in pretty decent shape, wearing just regular clothes with a dagger at his waist. There's a much older goblin. He's sitting in a chair, kind of rocking back and forth. And he's sketching on a pad of parchment. And then there's a rather elegant-looking older female goblin with long silver hair and deep green robes, who is just knitting away with some knitting needles when the two children bring you up. And she's like, "Oh, hello there. Kids, who did you bring to visit? Hello there, you strapping young goblin boy. Ooh, if I was younger. Ooh. How you doing?"
Hi, I'm Snaggletooth. When's dinner?
Oh, well, we haven't started gathering together for it yet, but I'm sure if you're going to be sitting in with us, we'll be happy to feed you with. I mean, what do you think there, old Pops Kelvin. What do you think, Pops? You think we have enough for a strapping young fella like that? Jollar, please. You jump on the back of any of these young goblins running around these days. You weren't always that spry when you were younger. You should leave them alone like that, you know? You think you've had your fair share by now. Oh, you leave me alone. I didn't get this old being stuck around the house all the time. Just kind of huffs. You come on over here and sit down with me and we'll talk. The other goblin who's sitting over there just kind of looks and shakes his head and laughs. The kids start playing with their toys. And you basically are just sitting there with a goblin family of travelers. They look to be pretty well off. I mean, they do have their own horizonback turtle. I mean, that's pretty well.
How much does turtle cost you?
Oh, well, we earned this. I worked for the Aurora Watch, roast of my life. Pops over there, he was in a serious town guard for a long time, and well, Auntie Jollar over there, well, she's pretty good with making potions and teas and things, so we do pretty well making money. So let's just say we earned it after a long bit of saving.
Well, a mobile home would be great for an adventurer like me.
Oh, that's
Yes.
what you are, strapping young
Yes.
goblin like you.
I'm a hero. Look.
Are you now? Where'd you get that kind of thing right there? That looks like it should be on a priest's neck. What type of hero are you?
The type who finds it in the trials of merit. Yeah.
Oh, that was a couple weeks back or last week or something like that. How'd that go? How'd you do?
Want it?
Really? You got that badge too?
Yeah,
I mean,
got
they
it all here. Let's see here. I just like
Oh, the
lay out all the badges.
Ring. badge. But you might just
A
be
few
a real
badges
hero.
I stole from the other guys.
Oh, exactly. You see Auntie Jollar just like, my, he is quite a specimen at his age, isn't he? It's like, Jollar, would you just leave the boy
best.
alone? The kids are still here, okay? Leave the kid out. She's like, she's got scooting her chair over closer to Snaggletooth. So why don't you tell me about your adventures there, Mr. Snaggle?
Well, you see,
Or is it Snuggle?
Snaggletooth, yeah. We see it all started off as, and then I'll go through
Right.
our coffee adventures.
The kids are wrapped. The little girl ends up giving you her big bunny rabbit to hold, and she sits there and...
This looks like Torblexor the Blackwing.
Of
I know,
course,
it's
Of
bigger
course,
than Torblexor.
it's almost like that. Of course, Snaggletooth is the hero of every moment.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Getting glass cannon under my orders.
It's absolutely amazing. All right, let's go back to and I can't get it out of my head after Nugget said this. Keebler, the Keebler elf, Kubler-Ross.
Keebler elves.
Yep.
Close relative.
Yep. Undead Keebler elves. That's how
Keebler's
they
got a
make the
cousin
cookies
named
so
Keebler.
cheaply.
He's a baker somewhere. Elf.
Yep. It's a little tiny guy. So you sat
Half elf,
down
half gnome.
and in absolute serendipitous pleasure of just the image in your head of an undead horizonback turtle carrying on for eternity as your mounted servant. What do you do after that? I mean,
This is a hypothetical.
no, you said that you were in double rainbow bliss thinking about that. So I'm saying, what if you just sat down and started staring at it and daydreaming about undead horizonbacks?
Eventually collects himself and makes his way, I think he just kind of catches up with Snaggletooth and just starts eavesdropping, basically. I like to
Okay.
think sort of on the outside of all of this.
Well, okay. He went up with the goblins into the goblin house on top of the horizon back, while the rest of the group went to a different location.
Okay.
So you're going to climb up after the fact into the horizon back turtle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Slowly and aimlessly and in total wonderment, like a child, admiring this turtle.
When you get close to the horizon back, its massive head, this bigger than the cart that you guys rode in on, just slides over and blocks you from getting in front, and there is like this rumble from it.
Oh ho ho!
Goblins over.
After a moment, Snaggle, you're in the middle of telling the story when one of the goblins, the one who says Papa Drazagor, gets up and says, I'll be right back. And he walks out from the command area. That's where the goblins were sitting. And you see him going out on the head of the horizon back. Kubler, you see this older, like middle-aged goblin come out. You know, he's got his hand on his dagger and he's like, all right, I don't know you, but seems that Yu-Yo doesn't like you. So why don't you go ahead and mosey back wherever your master is off to?
Hey, sounds good to me. Don't mean to mess with Yo-Yo and what you got going on here. So, just admiring the beautiful turtle.
Oh,
when it dies,
you're sentient. All right, that's something you don't see very. You all right there, son? You look a little. Well, you look dead.
I'm well, thank you, and I appreciate your concern. It's a beautiful day. I'm admiring this beautiful animal. When it dies, I would love to talk to you more about what to do if you don't have any complicated funeral arrangements made for this animal. It's a turtle, so you're talking about it could be any, this could be way in the future, and I hope it is, right? Just saying.
Are you threatening my turtle?
No, natural causes. It comes for all of us, and I'm just saying that I believe that I have a beautiful plan for its life, a post-life, unlife, anti-death, if you will, and it could continue to serve your family and this fine establishment for generations to come. Just a thought. Have a great evening. I'll be around. Okay.
Kubler's like the Jehovah's Witness for the undead, and I'm kind of here for it.
I know, it's amazing. You walk off, and he stands up there for a little while, watching you walk off. Like, what the hell just happened? And Snaggle, you're in between stories, and he comes just like, I got an undead cleric trying to sell us on his religion or something. I don't know what.
Oh, that's Keebler. He's a doctor. Don't worry about him.
Oh, is he related to the elves that make the cookies in the tree up north?
Yes, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I think I did mention it, or did hear him talking about making cookies with Sonny, I believe. Yeah.
I'd really prefer not. Don't give me his cookies. It doesn't look like he's too healthy here.
Is
that just makeup or something? It looked like he's like missing.
No, he's dead. He's quite dead and rotting.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
You want to tell that story next? And they sit down and they wait to hear the story about.
I explained to him how I turned Kubler into an undead monstrosity because I'm a great and powerful wizard.
Powerful wizard. Okay. Great. All right, so let's head over to
Can't let my friend stay dead now, can I?
at the rivals tent. So you guys wander over to these tents that are packed up. You can see Maggie there, and you see the rest of the rivals. You see Ao, who is the leader, the blue skin Ao, Dermot, the cleric, goblin, Gauserian Ardith, the drow who is the very intelligent one. He smiles when you guys arrive because he really enjoyed your time. Irvin, however, the human Irvin just looks at Sully with dagger eyes.
He can look at her even more so once he sees that ring.
Absolutely. It's like you're wearing it right now, right?
Yep, I'm wearing it on my left hand.
So like he's looking at you, and then you see him just like kind of look away, and then all of a sudden his eyes snap back, and you like imagine that he's looking at your hand right now.
Now when I picked up this ring, I knew it was his, right? But I don't think anybody else knew it was his.
No,
you knew it was his.
You kept it to yourself.
Yeah, you knew.
Okay.
You recognized it.
I don't react at all to him noticing it. I'm just saying hi to Maggie.
Hi, everybody. You guys want coffee? Got a nightcap here.
Everyone is just, they're all happy to see you except for Irvin, who looks sullen that you guys are here. Ayo's like, I absolutely love some. You guys are like, I mean, sorry we ditched out, we lost, so we have to, being great, heroes in training, we had to get out on the road to try and, get some heroing done. And
I see.
It's
running into you guys here. What are you doing?
We are headed to Bazzoxan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't that just interesting? We're heading towards Bazzoxan too. We hear there's some issues up there, and the fort's a little out of. They need support, from. I mean, it's Bazzoxan. It's always like that. So I'm sure you guys know.
What type of issues? I was unaware.
Oh no,
we've gotten worse.
I mean, they're short-staffed up there right now. I mean, the Aurora Watch has to keep the roads clear, but it's a little active right now, I guess. Something
how
stirred
short
up.
Are there staffs up there?
I don't know. We got the word at the end of the festival and decided to go ahead and get out there. And did I say something funny?
No, that's Michael laughing and me seeing what he did.
I know.
Sorry. I'm just sorry.
I was trying
talking.
to.
It's
I know. I'm letting it go.
I
Maggie's
didn't know there was so much going on up there.
Maggie's like, well, I used to work with them before I joined AO and the group, so I thought we should go back and I could try and help.
That is quite nice of you. It will be my first time, I think, to Bazzoxan.
I think.
Have you have you had any word about like any of the people who live there, how they're doing? Any casualties?
Gauserian, it's just like, no, it seems to be business as usual inside the walls, but beyond that,
Okay.
Beyond that, it's not really been any issue. I think it's just the ruins that have been the most troublesome. So the gods are on watch. Since
when?
We got word that it was active about. The word came fast through the Temple of the Luxon, so probably around the end of the Festival of Merit.
Well, fuck.
So I can't say that I know much more about it until we get there, but I'm really interested in finding out more. Plus, it's Bazzoxan. It's the ruins there are extraordinary, and the lost knowledge that must still be hidden inside that Temple of Evil would be, if we could just
There is a
pacify
Temple of
it.
Evil?
Well, you do know the history of.
My memory banks are quite corroded. I do not know the history of Bazzoxan. Would you please enlighten me?
Well, it's not so much Bazzoxan as Jorhas as a whole was the last bastion of the betrayal gods. The reason why it is desolate and dark and all this manner of evil running around. The Urdaths, the Vrox, the other creatures from the depths that wander the wastes. They're all there because they were brought here. Bazzoxan, the ruins there, that is the last intact vestige that we know of an active temple to one of these betrayer gods where the creatures that inhabited it once are still deep within it.
Do we know which betrayer god the temple is to?
No one's really been able to get deep enough into it to be able to tell for sure. I mean,
does the Aurora Watch allow civilians in?
In times of great need. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible. I'm not. No, I hate to speak out of turn. I may not. They may know who the betrayer. I don't study this particular type of.
Yeah.
It's not my field of study, and maybe we do know who. I've just never really paid attention because I never planned to go that close to Bezazan myself. I like my life, and keeping it has been something that until recently I have been striving to do much better on, but it seems that being an adventurer, your life has to be on the edge of losing it for any sort of recognition.
I'm learning that.
It's a tough lesson. I don't like it. Ao is laughing and Maggie's patting him on the back. It's a complaint this is Gusariad Ardith, the drow.
The drow. Okay.
Irving literally has his back turned and is like looking off into the forest. I think he's whittling.
We're also headed to Bazazan. Would y'all be interested in traveling together?
I mean, Io kind of looks over. We could do that. I mean, a group together would be better choice. It'd be safer that way at least.
Yeah, I've heard that the trek from the Emerald Loop Caravan to Bazazan itself is kind of precarious.
It's the Bob Fields aren't nearly as annoying as the wastes, but any place in this, the closer you get to Bazazan, the worse it can become. So traveling in a caravan of our own would probably be the best way to handle it, I think.
Whisper in the wind, they can't ride on the Carmichael.
I don't think they'll want to.
Echoes across, yeah.
Well, I don't think... Sorry, go ahead, Glass.
No, you first.
Okay. I don't think she'll look at Glass and Sunny. I don't think any of us would mind the extra company.
I wouldn't.
I would not. In fact, I have a query for you, Galsariad.
Excellent. Yes.
What is your expertise of study?
That is an excellent question. I, myself, have been focusing on a wide variety of topics. Recently, my study of arcane magic has been my largest focus. I'm trying to combine a bit of the ancient Jorhassian magics associated with the Luxon with more of the common, more conventional, contemporary magics. I'm not having a lot of luck so far, but I figure as I hone my skills in battle, perhaps I'll find a connection between the two.
Perhaps, if you have any queries, I myself am quite knowledgeable about some magics and would be happy to contribute to your information gathering.
Sully, as you're talking, are you paying attention to Irvin?
I think she would be observant of everything going around.
Can I get an insight check?
Insight, okay.
And then while you're inciting, she's like, I was wondering, since you have studied some ancient magics and things, what do you know of the old flying cities, such as Draconia? And the like?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20, okay. You, Sully, notice that when Galsariad, mentions the Luxon and magic of the Luxon, and that he stiffens up, and almost kind of like it's just enough that you see like he's very uncomfortable when that's mentioned.
Interesting.
Okay.
but not obvious to anyone else around. But since you're kind of paying attention to him and he's in your eye line, you would notice that.
Okay. Just tuck that away.
Casaria is like, I've been focusing on the known magics. I've not been much of a historian myself, but I can look into some of my textbooks that I bring along. And you hear Ao just scoff. It's like, he's got a freaking horse full of those things. I need my books, Ao. If you want me to be the wizard that I need to be, I need my books. I need another mount, too, and you're not paying for that, so... Whatever, Casaria. And he's like, okay, I can look into it and I'll research it, and if I can find out anything for you. Is there a reason why you're interested in the flying cities?
Yes. I had a dream about them.
I think Sully just like
So
goes
it's
to, yeah, but misses that opportunity.
You had a dream.
Yes.
It's do your people dream often? Is that something? I thought you were more of a mechanical construct type of creature. Is that something
It
that
has
happens?
only begun happening within the past few weeks.
Interesting.
Technically, anything with sentience can dream. So.
I wasn't aware of that her particular form of creature could, but there aren't a lot like her. So I apologize for my query.
No, you're fine. Just, I mean, they are a living sentient being, so.
Most of them have been nightmares. Just like stare.
Interesting. I might need to look at my Luxon study. He just starts mumbling, and you see Irving just like getting increasingly agitated as more talk about the Luxon.
Is it like? So is he reacting like guilty or annoyed, or how is he like reacting to the talk of the Luxon?
He doesn't like to hear it talked about. There's something about the Luxon or the magic of the Luxon or the religion of the Luxon that
makes him uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you guys
like, study buddy on the road.
Say in the night with some coffee and sharing stories of our travels.
Okay.
Mhm.
The two people I was going to go to next are not in the screen right now.
Perhaps
so
we should greet the rest of the caravan.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
The
Before
carriage
we set
circle.
up for the night.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
go.
to the other wagons.
Okay, you see that the other wagon, this bonfire that's going now, it's starting to like really put out a lot of light as the sun has started to set. Seems to be the center of activity in the Emerald Loop. You see several drow sitting around. One is cooking some food in the center. It's very savory smell too. Some of you who are more gastronomically adventurous might actually recognize the smell of corundle. It's a mastodon type of savory rice bowl that is served. It's being made right now in the center and being passed around to the people there. You will be offered some even before people speak. They just hand the food because of the hospitality involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you're back.
Wow.
Are you still at the turtle, or have you left the turtle?
Well, it depends. Is the smell of this mammoth cooking drawn me
The
away?
smell of the corundle is wafting through the entire clearing.
Well, then I'm out of there.
Okay. They say their goodbyes.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. This dinner's taking too long.
No, they already fed you during the time of your stories and stuff. They gave you just simple fare, breads and cheeses and
Time for dessert.
smoked meats.
Mammoth.
Yeah. Well, this is a good dinner, but I think there's another dinner over there. Have a nice day!
Okay.
They're goblins. I'm sure they understand.
There are Aurora Watch guards here that are resting, that are just kind of keeping an eye on everything. It seems like this is a stop off. There's like always some Aurora Watch guards at the bonfire here at the loop at some point. There are 2 humans that look like they're a little worse for wear. Looks like they've been in a battle recently, sitting there. You meet Justice, and you see behind one of the carts, you see Rice Pudding. They're there as well. They wave, and you see 2 dryads sitting at the bonfire, and are basically being given little bits of food from each of the people who get the mammoth. They go and take their corundal rice bowl over, and they offer a little bit to the dryads because it looks like they might be the caretakers of this center, this emerald loop.
Oh.
And it looks like it's one of the customs that people do.
Oh. Sully would join in. She'll do the same.
Okay.
I find it strangely odd that dryads would be around a fire.
You might want to ask them about that.
Glass cannon will... I have no use for sustenance. Please, take my whole bowl.
They quietly smile and accept your offering, and give you a little blessing, as you offer them the bowl, and they give each of you a blessing if you offer them some of your bowl.
I'll also give one of them a gingerbread cookie.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because I've got a shit ton of those.
Sonny will share coffee too with those who want it.
Okay. Anyone want to roll history checks about the dryads to see what you know about them?
I'm
Okay.
scared.
Oh no.
History
17.
check.
Okay. 17. Perfect.
Mhm.
What do we got for anyone else that wants to think about it?
Sure. You know, wow. Why am I proficient in this? Okay.
You're not.
I'm still bad at it, but I am proficient in it.
You
Pirate.
remember the things
It's
you
goblin
need to
history.
remember.
Yeah.
Is Glass Cannon going to attempt? I'm so sad that I scared you away from
History
not
checks.
everything. I promise, not everything will elicit a memory.
There we go. 19.
Okay. So 1917. Glass Cannon, you do have data on dryads. Sully, you've been taught some of this in the schools that you've been to. Most dryads would have nothing to do with fire. Most dryads would be upset with the burning of their wood. So it is surprising that they both are here. They're not close to the fire, but they're basically in the wider part of the circle around it. And they don't seem to be upset at all with the fire that is being made tonight.
If no one else says anything, Glass will say, "Excuse me, may I make an inquiry?"
Is your bark warm?
Yes, if you'd like to make an inquiry, I'd be perfectly... I or my sister, Robert, I'm Lanata. We can answer your questions if you wish.
Yes, according to my informational databanks, it is not customary or common for dryads to be near fires or be all right with them at all. Are you in distress? Blink twice for help.
They both smile. Uber gets up and is actually kind of like running her hand along the intricacies of your carapace, the metal. It's like, you're not made of natural materials at all, are you? Interesting. While Lanata continues
I
to
am
talk,
not.
she says, "Well, this is our clearing, and we provide respite for all travelers, and through simple offerings and through the gathering of already dead, diseased woods in the forest around us, we're able to keep our forest healthy and provide safety and warmth to those who visit. And it's a trade-off. I will admit I'm not as comfortable as I would like to be sitting this close to a fire, but it is a trade-off so that we may mingle with those who would be willing to find refuge with us." And it is a wonderful time to speak and talk with those so different of us.
What I'm hearing is
Fascinating.
nature necromancer. Nice.
Question.
Yes, Sully.
How rare is it to see a dryad?
Being this open and comfortable and not like protecting their forest, it doesn't happen often.
They're
Okay.
the extrovert dryads. They're like 0.002% of the dryad population.
Probably even lower than that. That these are, these just, they're perfectly
They
happy.
got really lonely in the Jorhaus wastes.
Yeah, I mean, it is the Jorhaus waste. You got to find, they're just lucky they have a forest anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's not many forests in Jorhaus until you get closer to the Dwendalian Empire.
And by making this themselves, it probably stops other people from trying to make a rest stop and use more fresh wood and stuff.
And it's just a trade-off. And with the Aurora Watch, thankful for this break for them as they protect the roads, they protect the dryads. So if there's ever there's no bandits in the area, and it's like a symbiotic relationship. It's it's really it's a little microcosm of nature, protectors and givers and growers and whatnot. So
Interesting.
Cool.
while you guys are talking, Justice comes over. It's like, oh, my friends.
Hello.
Wow, I'm alive thanks to you. That's yeah, you guys did make it.
Glad to see you're okay.
Yeah, rice pudding's getting better. Still a little skittish. Don't want to ride him for a little while. Don't want to run into any more bristled moorbounders. That sucked a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks. I promised you guys a reward. These are my those two hulking guys over there are my bosses.
Hello.
They're you see two bugbear chiefs standing by the wagons, and you see this little tiny gnome sitting there, and he waves over. You think the bugbears are the guards, and the gnome is the merchant that Justice worked for. And he's like, I've been allowed to give you this. It's pretty handy. Do you have anyone who's visually impaired, like at night? I mean, you look like you're human. You have those problems, don't you?
Sully will raise her hand.
I was gonna say Sunny will too. Be like,
Yep. I'm
Okay, well,
visually
that's great.
impaired
Then
at
both of you
night.
can probably get some use out of this. And he hands over a pair of goggles. The goggles of the night. They allow
okay.
you to see at night, like, well, people who don't have impairments. Normal people. We can see at night. So,
Yo.
Normal.
And I'm not normal. I'm a hero.
God.
that is some really nice. Wow, you should not show people that. That looks like it's worth more than all of your lives combined.
That's why I have to show people. Look what I got and you don't.
That only encourages theft, Snaggletooth. Sully has been over this before.
Oh
Many
yeah.
times.
That does
Many
encourage
times.
that theft
That-
thing, doesn't it?
That's okay. The Aurora Watch will keep you safe. I mean, if they get to you before someone just kills you and takes that bright, shiny thing off your neck, but that's, you must be a hero, not care about that. Wow, okay.
This guy.
But thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Sully's got like the goggles to her eyes. She's just kind of like looking through them.
Wow.
Wow, this is crazy. Here, Sunny.
Look
you can use
away
these
away from
first.
the fire. It's
Oh,
Sunny's
away
like-
from the fire. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that's nuts. Here,
Yeah.
here, Sunny. You can use
Oh.
these first.
Oh, that was really
why
nice
is
of you.
everything so green?
It's just a part of the magic, so that you can actually see. Just don't look in direct bright light with that on, okay?
Why?
He's gonna be blind for 10 minutes. He'll be fine.
Ah.
I just give a sympathetic pat like you, poor thing. Sunny. Pat.
Here, take it back. Take it back.
Okay. I'll put them like so I'm assuming they look like they're
Owl eyes, kind of.
owl eyes with
yeah.
like a strap kind of thing. I'll just put them around my neck for now.
Sunny
Okay.
looks at those or actually he thinks of those because his eyes are burning, He thinks maybe he might be able to recreate such a thing.
And now that you've seen one, you definitely think you can. Very easily. At your next level up. All right, the only other people you haven't talked to are the two barbarian-looking clansman type people. And when I say clansman, I don't mean like clan, and I think like
Barbarian clans.
Barbarian clans, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do know people who have lived in Jigao that there are some well-known barbarian groups that run the wastes. One of them, which you now are starting to put two and two together, are the Waste Walkers.
Waste Walkers. Ah.
And that they are one of the more feared clans that travel the wastes.
They scary.
It can be, yes. But you see these two human berserker type barbarians, man and a woman, sitting off to the side, kind of nursing each other's wounds, taping them up and cleaning them. And
they look like the survivors from the...
They look like they've been beaten.
From the incident, perhaps.
Close to, like, the edge of death.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Why you guys gotta be so intimidating and all?
What?
What? Why you guys gotta be so scary?
We're not doing anything, just convalescing over here. Is that okay? Sorry, do you want us to leave?
What the hell does that mean?
Ignore him. He's a little abrasive.
And intimidated by large words.
Yeah. Do you want some help with those wounds?
We've got it. Thank you,
Okay.
but we'll be fine.
I'm like, okay, great. And then I'm gonna turn to Snaggletooth and be like, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
They're clearly injured and recovering from battle. Why would you bother them? Like, leave them alone.
I was just asking why they were so intimidating all the time.
Sometimes you shouldn't ask people things.
Why?
Because
Yes,
it's
why?
rude.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Kubler.
How else are one supposed to receive information?
Hey, Kubler.
Yes.
Are you at the bonfire
Yes.
with everyone else?
Yes.
Where did you put the dagger?
It's sheathed in the band of my Santa Claus waistcoat.
Okay, so it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. You're standing with the others when the two human barbarians stop talking and get really quiet. And then the younger man stands up and walks over to you.
That corpse has the knife of our relative.
He's like,
Is that
"Where-
our relative?
Where did you find that? That dagger in your waist?
Ah, what ho? Hey, how's it going? I was digging through a field of the fresh dead. You know, guess that's where it all started. And I was digging down through the chopped up, maimed corpses. You know,
At this
found
point, you see the
there.
girl standing up as well,
Hmm?
coming
Oh.
to stand behind her brother.
Well, but
and
anyway,
he is
so-
white-knuckled with his arms down by his side.
I saw like a flash. You know, I can't help myself. I see something shiny. What do? You reach for it, right? Grabbing it. It's a very nice piece. It's just it's just a dagger. It's maybe got a little magic to it. It's got it's got a name on it. So that's kind of fun. You know,
What is the
Sentimental.
name on that dagger?
Whitechapel, Black Moses, Black. I don't know what's corpse stomper. No, I
You
read
pull
it.
it up. Read
Kirchally Wastewalker
Says
is what it says.
Kirchally Wastewalker. Is that familiar to you?
That is the dagger of my father,
Oh,
who
good.
was slain yesterday fighting a demon. You
Oh.
desecrated the bodies of our newly fallen dead.
Desecrated. Parsed through. surveyed, examined. I am a person of medicine by trade. Here, well, by the way, this is yours. Go ahead and take that.
You see, like as you're talking about what you see, the female looks a little bit older, grab her brother and pull him back, and she stands up. She's like, I am Mogra Wastewalker. If you would relinquish that dagger to me, I will give you something of equal value.
Hey, listen, of course, and don't worry about that at all. If anything, I did the legwork. Listen, we've all lost someone special to us in various different ways. Yours was chopped up into tiny bits. That's heartbreaking, right? That has got to be something that you're struggling with. If you want to talk about it, I am here.
Anyone else watching this conversation, as Kubler talks the way he's talking about, chopped into little bits, and
gives it back. There's no need for anything in return.
You
He's
just
so
see
polite
them,
about it. Yeah,
you see them just visibly being shaken by his words. But when he hands over the dagger, Mogra takes it and kind of holds it to her chest, and then she grabs this. I believe it's a battle axe. Yes, grabs this battle axe from her waist and hands it out to you.
Yeah. What do you expect me to do with that? Ride it into town? What? Okay.
Take this. And the thanks of the Wastewalkers.
Of course. Hey, what a generous. Hold on, let me figure out how to grab this thing. What a generous, lovely. Okay. Gift. Hold on. Let me get my weight on it here. Okay. How do I look?
She kind of chuckles a little bit at your inability to wield it very easily. Thank you again for recovering this heirloom.
If it's any solace, we did dispatch something that was, what is it called? An ember rock?
A rock.
A
demon carrion eater, basically.
Yeah. We did dispatch the Varrock, if that brings you any peace.
You see the younger boy. Then you have done our family honor. Thank you. And they turn, and together they walk out of the firelight, kind of off into a distance.
Like, we need to calm the fuck down.
Again, when they leave, Sully turns to Kubler and is like, "What the fuck?"
You hear Justice just laughing from over the side.
Do none of you know how to talk to people with any form of sensitivity?
I did not speak to them.
I've read Getting to Yes. Okay. I know how this.
Oh my god.
I got a
battle. I can't deal with you guys right now. And she's gonna turn and she's gonna leave.
Does that include me?
You can come with.
Oh.
I ask you, who turned a +1 dagger into like this really rather sweet battle axe? I'll trade you for the goggles. Sully, where are you going?
She's already gone.
For the goggles. She came down here.
It's a +1 battle axe. It is of equal value, and yeah, it's a pretty amazing battle axe. It looks well worn.
They gave to the group with no heavy weapons fighter.
Yep. +1 battle axe. Hey, it's valuable. It can be traded for some things. Look, Snaggle's been using a great sword. Maybe he wants to use a battle axe too.
God.
Clearly,
sure he wants to, but
it's only like 3 times the weight of Snaggle and twice his size easily. But I mean, so is the great sword.
He is the strongest member of our party with like a 14.
Hey, it's a monk weapon. Everything's a monk weapon.
Oh gosh.
I just want to see him using monk die to swing that frickin' battle axe.
You know, folks, sometimes the universe tends to unfold as it should. Clearly, I am to assemble an undead champion who is capable and worthy of wielding this mighty weapon.
A zombie with a +1 battle axe.
See, the best weapon you guys have, and it's going to be a zombie.
Yep. Here for it.
Justice lets you guys calm down a little. He sees Sully walk off, and then he goes over to Glass Cannon, and Sonny's like, if you guys are interested, my merchant has items if you need any shopping or things to do. They're simple things, But, you know, for travelers halfway from wherever they're going, it might be helpful.
I would like to see the inventory.
Of course. And he takes you over to the back of the cart, and it's simple. Backpack, blanket, healer's kit, hunting trap, oil flask, parchment. There are potions of healing, several potions of healing, rations, rope, arrows, crossbow bolts, sack, and a 2-person tent. A couple.
Do we have tents? Have we just been like
sleeping under the wagon?
I figured we were sleeping inside the wagon.
The Carmichael
in
5000.
the wagon and under the wagon. That's what I figured you guys were doing.
Under the wagon, maybe. In the wagon, that's my area.
It's like Turnabout's fair play. He's been sleeping under your floorboards since the beginning of the campaign, and now you guys are sleeping underneath his bed.
I do not sleep.
Okay, you've been standing. Okay,
I've
never
been
mind.
standing
You know what I
creepily
meant.
next to the wagon. That's gotta be so weird to see in silhouette. Just like a wagon with one person just standing outside all night, motionless. Just
Yeah.
a little creepy.
And then a walking coffee machine standing there too.
And a zombie.
And Daryl.
Oh, and a zombie.
Just with
Yeah,
next to
Daryl.
the rickshaw.
You guys are not the heroes I expected.
But we're the heroes the world deserves.
Yeah.
Deserves?
This world?
Deserves.
Yeah. This world deserves
Okay.
you guys.
Requires.
There you go. Glass would like to purchase a healing potion.
Okay.
For Sully, but hold on to it because Sully has seemingly fallen unconscious twice now. So
The merchant is quite affable and happy to meet you. He's like, "Oh, I'm more than happy. You saved justice, so I will take off our normal emerald loop markup, and so it'll be a simple 50 gold for you."
thank you. I'll hand 50 gold over.
And he
And a
will hand
potion
you
of healing.
one of his 6 potions of healings that he had.
Boop. Okay. Add that to my inventory.
Pleasure doing business with you. I mean, I still get a nice markup on these potions of healings, make them ourselves, but I'm not going to overcharge you.
That is appreciative. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
I put it in my backpack. Boop.
Okay. Anyone else want to go shopping? No?
I was tempted by a tent, but that's just more to carry. Well, I guess we could put it on the warhorsey.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yeah,
warhorse
we
carry
could probably
it.
fit it in the Carmichael too. Just don't
That
tell
too.
Snaggle.
Stone Snaggle. Might need a tent at some point. Yes, Glass will also buy a tent.
Of course. We have a very nice tent. 2-person, 2 gold.
2 gold. Boop. Tent.
So he's getting more sugar to go with the coffee or sweeteners of some kind.
You're able to
And-
trade for that in the camp for people.
Okay. Perfect. He'll get some sweeteners, some flavorings. We need anything else for the road, guys?
I don't think so. Tent
I
was
need
an
a needle
impulse
and
buy.
thread.
Oh.
Oh, Suddy wants to try this. Would he be able to buy the parts needed to make his own night vision goggles?
Not here.
Not here? Okay. Figured
No.
I'd ask.
But you more than likely be able to find everything you need at Bazozan.
Okay. We'll wait till then. But
Now,
just curious.
If you are able to make it now with the skills you have available to you, which I think at 3rd level, I don't know that you can, unless you already have that particular infusion.
I'll pull up my fusions. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll let you talk. I'm looking.
I will say this.
It could be cheaper in Bazozan, for sure.
When I think of your abilities and your infusions, the artificer is a pack rat to a certain extent. You carry with you a lot of the things that you have that you need to create the things. And so whenever you have something that like you hit your level and now you can make this, I like to imagine that you've been working on it for some time and you've been gathering the materials as you went along. I'm not going to make you pay to get it. There's no monetary, association with that infusion being made. So if you can have it now, then you'll find the last material you needed here. Like you traded for somebody, like you gave them a cup of coffee and they gave you a piece of glass that was just exactly what you were missing. And you're able to make it. So that's not a problem. So
Okay.
don't think you have to be in a city or in a location that has these things when you learn a new infusion or you have it. It's something you've been working on since you started this travel. So
Okay.
don't worry about that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Is there anyone else you'd like to speak with today?
No, I'm ready to stand there creepily the whole night.
All right. You notice that the Aurora Guard have been doing rounds around the entire camp as you've traveled. I mean, as you walked through. The horses are stabled inside the ox pen, so they seem to be fine. They are eating the grass that's available and some of the oats that you guys had for them since you bought all that. Yeah, if you have nothing else you'd like to do, yes, Snaggle.
Snaggle will go over to his goblin counterpart and see if he found out anything about Alan.
About Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You go over
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
you goblin. Okay, to Dermot.
Dermot. Yes.
Dermot's like, I haven't had a chance. That's why I was excited to go to Bazzoxan. I figured I could learn more about him there.
Oh.
But I figured that's why you're going as well.
Is that why we're going? I just wanted to show off my awesome ride. Have you seen it?
Is that your Carmichael 5000?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know it, Fred.
Wow, I've always looked at. They've always been outside. Like Io doesn't pay me enough because she knows I spend it on things like, Carmichael's. But how is it? Is it really as good as everyone says?
Oh, the best.
Wow,
The best.
I
The
love
upkeep is little, hard to do, but I got chumps to do that for me.
Oh, you're so smart. No wonder you're the boss of that entire crew. It's amazing.
Yep.
Wow. The colors, they speak to me. I can't. One day I hope to have one myself.
I mean, you keep hanging around me. I'm a hero, by the way. You keep hanging around me, I'm sure we'll get you the funds you need to get your own Carmichael.
That's a dream.
Yeah.
Snaggletooth, you're a good goblin. Thank you.
I know it.
All right. One day I'll have my own Carmichael. By the time I can afford one, it might be the Carmichael 6000. But hey, I'm not worried about it. I'll take a Carmichael. Look, I was looking at a Carmichael 1000. I mean, they're a little older. They don't have the hydraulics.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the spinners were better on that version.
Blasphemy.
You have no taste.
What?
You know that they sparkled more, they had more facets to them, and they spun easier.
Look. I'm getting my guy to look into it.
On every
all right?
bump, okay? You didn't have to repair them every 5 miles.
I got a guy for that. It's fine.
But it's just so much work. I mean, don't you want to have one that works?
Not that
and looks
I
good
have
all
to
the
do.
time? Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. I still think they were prettier.
Well,
The extra facets make it sparkle more.
fine. I'll get my guy to work on more facets.
He can do that?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's 5,000 all the way.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Fair.
I run over to Sunny.
I'm so sorry, Sonny.
Hey,
Sonny!
Snaggle,
We need more facets.
need more what?
We need more facets on the spinners.
Why? The ones we have are great.
No. They're not great enough. They need to be greater.
I mean, okay, but why?
To
Where did this
be
come
like, look, are we heroes or not?
Well, I mean, we're adventurers.
Well, okay, you're adventuring around with a hero, and the hero needs the best things,
Oh. Okay.
Yes. which requires more facets on my spinners.
Okay. That'll probably take some time. Are you okay with that?
Look, you can stay up all night.
Oh, whoa. I ain't staying up all night.
As much time as you need, as long as you can keep quiet,
All right,
because
look,
I'll be sleeping.
I'll work on it in a couple hours tonight. I'll finish it more on the road when we're not doing anything in the wagon. How about that? I'll get the plan started. Okay. I'll get it started tonight. We'll work on it tomorrow as we travel.
I better see progress. I'm going to sleep.
Sonny's already like massaging his temples, like, oh, I don't want to come on this group. There was less work at the coffee house. Okay. Well, Sonny then will start getting the facets going.
Okay. So you're inscribing more facets on the spinners of the Carmichael 5000 instead of working on the goggles of night you had planned for yourself so you aren't blind in the evening.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Truly are a good pal.
He doesn't know to say no. At least not easily.
Okay.
So,
right.
And yes, I did choose that in Fusion.
Okay.
I've already checked it off on my
Perfect. Then
list.
you'll have one made. I mean, you can have one already ready to go.
We can do it later, but
Yeah.
I got it on there just so
It's
I don't
available
forget.
to you anytime you want to say you have it. Perfect. So as the stars begin to shine overhead, as the night has fallen completely, the bonfire burns down, the dryads disappear into their forests, and everyone begins to bed down for the night. Was there anything else you'd like to do? I take that as a no.
Sully does not sleep with the rest of the party. She I guess she's gonna bed down over by these stumps over here. She'll take like her sleeping bag and stuff. She just needs space right now.
I stand near with Sully in like eye distance, visual, and then
So like
rest.
Sully is over by the stumps. Glass Cannon is like in the middle of the field alone.
yes, yeah, standing there, motionless.
Okay. All right. Well, the night goes by with no issues. The Aurora Guard is constantly walking the perimeter. It might be a little harder to sleep because you literally are sleeping in the perimeter, Sully, where the Aurora Guard kind of like walks through, but they try and go wide into the stumps to give you space.
She has a bunch of siblings. She's
I
used to
offer
loud noises.
Sully a tent if they want more privacy.
No, she'll be.
Okay.
She will when you do offer that, she'll be like, "Thanks, Glass, and you don't have to, stand there. You can go with the other guys. I'm fine over here."
I can stand wherever.
All right. Thank you. And then you go off to my stump.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Enjoy your stump. Let's see. All right, the night continues on. I'm looking to see what else there needs to be done. And let's see, I think I might actually have an image for you. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So, sun rises. It's the next day. You guys get up at your normal time, which is a little bit later than everyone else in the camp. It's like all the Aurora Guards are gone. The caravan has moved on. The turtle is about to start heading out. And the rival group are packed and ready to go.
Imagine Glass has begun packing up things.
I imagine that as well. Dermot is when Snaggle wakes up and kind of sits up in the back of the wagon, he finds Dermot just like rubbing his hand down the side of the Carmichael 5000, just the intricacies of the carvings, and just under his breath, he's like, "I can't wait to have my own. It's so beautiful."
Hey!
Oh,
if you're gonna touch it, you gotta pay rent.
I'm just looking at it. I'm sorry. You talk so glowingly about it. I had to look at it myself.
Yeah. Now you got a good close look at them spinners, huh? You look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm.
I'll have my own one day.
Just stare them down. I'm watching.
Fair. That's fair.
I was waiting for you to say, "You look with your eyes, not with your hands."
Oh god. Io comes over and it's like, whenever you guys are ready to to move along.
Imagine Grinder's pumping out coffee as we speak.
Yep. Passing out to everybody.
Yeah, everyone's getting little paper Dixie cups of the coffee that you get like the little 25-cent gas station machines.
Sully will prepare macchiato, and that's it. She doesn't touch anything else.
Doesn't help with anything else.
Nope.
Okay. So who does Snaggle reharness his horses? Or who does?
Why is the cart not going?
What?
You need to hitch your horses, Snaggle.
Sonny, move the cart.
No.
Daryl, would you get up there and help him, please?
Daryl's gonna
Thank
be
you,
the
Daryl.
one to take care of the
Daryl
horses.
walks over and grabs one of the lead poles. Is like trying to pull, and it's not going anywhere.
Here,
Sorry,
Daryl, I will assist you.
I'll help. I said that a little harsh. Sorry, I'm sleep deprived.
The horses are the only things left in the
In that field.
in the pen.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there eating, perfectly happy horses.
Sonny will go help.
Okay, so it takes a little longer
I'm just,
to hitch all the horses.
I'm just like, go kart. Why is the cart not going?
Taking the reins. And just moving them. Why is it not moving?
What? Something's wrong here.
So each of you finally get onto your mounts and your carts and whatnot. Rickshaw still attached to the back of the Carmichael 5000, and you start heading this time to the east of the camp, knowing that as the trees begin to fall away and you run back into the waste by the end of the day start to give away, and instead you find yourself in the barbed wastes. And I want to show this to you guys.
Ooh.
There you go. It is an arid, dry location with these tall barbs sticking up from the ground. Some is 30, 40 feet high. There's no real explanation as what they are. They aren't trees. There's some sort of mineral formation of some kind, but they are spread throughout this land, and you don't really see much beyond that. And that is what you're going to be traveling through for the next 4 days.
Woohoo! With the other group.
With the other group with you.
Yay!
And that's where we end tonight. Thank you very much. That was entertaining. We got through. I thought that between Snaggle and Kubler, we were going to see a maybe an upset barbarian take a swing at somebody, but we didn't get to that point. And yeah, we're on our way. We're almost to Bazzoxan. Maybe with the wide open plains, it'll be easier to travel, and you can get there with no problems. We can only hope. Well, I said we can only hope. I'm going to go ahead and say my piece before I pass it over to Lindy so she can close us out. I'm Deception Check. I'm the person with not many smarts who's running this group through this wonderful module and hoping I could make it entertaining, because I never know what they're going to give me to work with. And so it's fun for me. And you can find me here on Mondays doing this, Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, I think, we have our Stargate. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep,
We have
tomorrow.
Stargate tomorrow night. And we were going to have aliens, but we kind of got postponed a little bit this weekend. We got another alien coming sometime soon. We're gonna announce that soon. I can't wait to be Hank again. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Favorite part tonight was probably Kubler and his just stepping in his conversations all the time. I love his happy necromantic self. I believe the conversation was, the description was the Jehovah Witness of necromancy. That is Kubler-Ross, and it's a wonderful, glorious thing to see. So thank you, Lindy. It's all you.
Thank you. Speaking of Kubler-Ross, how was tonight for you, Kubler?
Oh, it's so good. It's so much fun. I'm so glad to be here. I love this guy more and more every time we play him. We get to play together. I think that a blind optimist has a role in a Dungeons and Dragons game, and I'm enjoying exploring it, especially as my first wizard. Hi, I'm producer Trav. We had to bump Alien, but let me tell you something. I've got some cool stuff cooking up, and we are going to reschedule, and we're going to have a great time. I have one hell of an adventure planned, and I really can't wait to pick it back up. So I'm very excited. Stick around. Thank you, Lindy, for letting me play with this wonderful group of people and on your awesome channel. I will see you next week.
Thank you. Wonderful. And we also have the lovely and wonderful Sully Rupt. How was tonight for you?
That was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I'm Nogatosaurus. I play Sully Rupt, the human bard who is getting very frustrated with the lack of social awareness of her party members. She's getting to a breaking point. We'll see what happens when she gets there. My favorite part was your description of the dryads. I don't think I've ever seen dryads in a Dungeons and Dragons game that we've played, so it was a really cool creature, you know, that I wasn't expecting, and I was not expecting them to see them here, so that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, tomorrow we're playing Aliens. Not Aliens. Stargate, that one, the other sci-fi one. We're playing Stargate tomorrow. I run that one. I know the game that I run.
Some of us are aliens. I mean, come on now.
Yes, that's very true.
Yes.
Some of y'all are aliens.
Most of us, really.
Our group will be going on their 4th mission. And we'll see what happens. They're gonna have some diplomatic things to discuss with some new possible allies, and it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully indeed.
Thank you. We also have Snaggletooth Blastcap. How was tonight for you?
Yes, D20 coup de grace. You can find me here playing Mondays, Tuesdays, and sometimes in that Aliens game. Shoot, it was a great night. I'd have to say my favorite part is this music choice. Love it. Very, very relaxed, and it was good for the environment. So, thank you for that, and always a wonderful playing with you guys. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. That leaves Sunny. How was tonight for you, Sunny?
It was good. That was a good time to listen to all our crazy shenanigans and getting our fun characters out and about to do their thing, like the storming off after being frustrated with the group with Sully, and Snaggle being like, "I'm a hero," like, and then telling all the stories. I had a good time listening to all that. So, just appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Wonderful. And that leaves me. Hi. My favorite moments was Sully being like, "What the fuck, Snaggle?" and then, "What the fuck, Kubler?" Do not any of you know how to social? No? I'm gone. Also, Sunny getting pushed around by Snaggletooth, because just imagine this tall Dragonborn getting bossed around and bullied by like a Snaggletooth goblin about a carriage. It's just the funniest thing to me. I'm very entertained, and I'm wondering how much Sunny's gonna take before he hits a breaking point. And I think Glass Cannon might have a friend in the rival group, the fellow wizardly nerd, which I foresee interesting conversations between possibly all 3 wizards of the 2 combined groups, or disturbing conversations. You know, well, it's really hard to say at this point in time, but I look forward to traveling with them, because I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic, because we're a very interesting group of people. So you can follow us here, The Laugh of Lindy. I'm Lindy. We'll be back here tomorrow night, same time, but an hour longer, the same bat channel, for Stargate Flames of Hope Mission 4. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. We have an AI friend, and we will let you know when we have our new Aliens date picked out. There will be an announcement. Until next time, though, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow or next week. Have fun and play games.